All right, well, hopefully we get some spice going down in the bottom lane. And for 369, 17-3 all-time on this Mordekaiser. Very rarely picks it out, but when he does, I feel like has a massive amount of impact in games. Wise, he's actually just going to completely forego the red buff for now and maybe make an entrance top.
Rare 3 level 6 Nocturne gank, but the burst again of Caitlyn Elise, just like Game 5 in the upper bracket finals. It's Elkanon to find first blood.
So Hong didn't take Spellbook this game. He took Aftershock. I understand why, because you're trying to get out of the, the chains that Kate can throw at you. If you can have Aftershock up while you're eating the, 90 caliber net or the headshots, it's good. That said, he's not able to get it off. He gets one shot there.
Wall. Shadow's going to try and kite back towards Bin. It's Green here first. Kanavi takes a ton of damage. Unraveler Earth comes across. Side's going to flash after getting a full range Q and snipe down Kanavi. 369 trying to get his passive up. See if he can push enough damage out. Good claw away from Shadow, but he can't get his W shield. And everything goes wrong for Top Esports, losing across the map, and Knight senses fear in them, hits the max range charm into another Q. Knight arrives again to rescue BLG.
Himself an early dragon here at 7.5 minutes with his bottom lane. Still have time to rotate into the top side. Kanavi will hit 6, but is going towards the opposite side of the map. I think BLG are in really, really strong spots here. Kanavi's going to forego this bottom side camps, knows he has to play for this side. They're going to pull Jackie Love and Hong.
Yeah, if I'm BLG, I think I'm stronger now. I still want this fight.
Trying to lead in the Shadow. Dredge going to go long from Hong, and he eats a charm, and he is cut down very rapidly. They use the lights to go out to try and secure more space for Cream as the engage goes on to Bin, but Cream just out of position, has to pay the toll. Kanavi flashing away from Bin, the guy he jumped on. This game reeking of desperation as it slips further and further out of the grasp of Top Esports. And Knight wants more. He is not full yet to be satiated, but finally he seems mortal, missing a charm, but it's been there to clean it up nonetheless.
But this is a rather dire early game here, as BLG have just nuked the game.
Wait a minute.
Can they not dive a Mordekaiser? Oh, ace in the hole. It's just layered beautifully.
And they may have lost majority of the grubs. I don't think it matters. We got to see that Kanavi uses the ultimate there to try to get away from the spot. Draven's going to use this ultimate to clean up some of this wave, but still another plate going over to BLG's bottom lane.
Should already be over, given the lead that BLG has right now.
If we pull out talking about BLG junglers, and specifically Shadow and Beichuan, we're going to have to hold this. Kanavi.
Oh, good cocoon, though. We weren't expecting it over the wall. Spirit rush through. Doesn't get enough damage. Depth charge is going to land, but they're not going to commit the paranoia on tonight. He gets out. Instead, they go after On. Still has the repel if he needs it, but he's pinned against the wall and sent back packing by Cream. Nice little find to get TES on the board. No more perfect game. Each one forward near these traps, and I mean, they're kind of leaving Jackie Love out on an island here. Out of position, they're going to jump on Hong as they see Kanavi reset, and that's more than enough single target bursts. And now Jackie Love, you've been clutching towards those adoration stacks like pearls around your neck, but the entire armada of BLG wants them, and they'll claim them with an ace in the hole to be the cherry on top.
Force Top Esports to swap down tempo, which is increasing the lead only for BLG, as they will clean up this turret. While all that was going on, I mean, 369 was forced to TP up top. He's jailed. And it is top looking for a fight. Yeah, I mean, bot lane didn't reset. I actually like this from top. I think they're kind of forced to do something goofier.
That's fine.
Yeah, they have to throw everything at the wall until something sticks. But all it's been sticking is layering CC from Elk and On to kill off Hong. Kanavi finds one trade back on a Knight. Creep's going to flash away from Bit, but he's going to follow him over the wall. Has the all out if he needs it. Going to pull the trigger on that one. Damage up his amplification power and send Cream packing. Oh, and grab the dragon on the back end of it.
Yeah, this has been incredibly one-sided if they are to wrap this one up and push us to 5.
Oh my god, Kanavi can't even grab this. It'll be at least a turret being traded. Like, 369 finally does grab himself this turret.
He got a bounty.
Objective bounty as well, so pity prizes a galore. But does On chase this? I mean, Knight has ult. Knight's in the area.
Use the rocket belt to get away from the claw, then hits the cocoon into the charm. That layering you guys talked about has been on point all game long for BLG, and well, now they feel like they can't just run down their opponents. Shadow just daring Jackie Love to try and throw all his at him. You don't know who's behind this, Poppy. It could be the entire BLG team.
It's a mid-wave for sure. Caitlyn's still going to take this next one too. Knight gets paid on top side. They've got Herald to play for after they're done.
Roll very early if things do get volatile. Those are two very volatile lanes being taken. And yeah, I mean, it was BLG. Their jungler is the one that was able to interact with that lane better earlier. And part of that was also because Kanavi decided to take a few plays on the top side that
Yeah.
was unwarranted. So
a point that I was trying to make earlier, and we'll see what happens with this Herald play in mid, is that when Shadow did join the lineup, he was just playing pretty decently for himself, like even just away from playing with BLG.
Hold on, Elk. Another desperation play here. They do get the knockups and the paranoia down onto Elk. He's able to flash over the wall, but now he's surrounded, trapped in the death realm, and, well, 369 flashes after to secure that first shutdown. Goal number 1 accomplished. How much work can he get on the back end of it? Knight here still has flash, still has Spirit Rush, and there is no point chasing Inari with all those tools at their disposal.
that is something where with the Nocturne and a Nautilus, you can try to rinse and repeat. This is what top esports needs. I think they needed a volatile game.
Big empowered blast cone into a charm onto who else but Cream the turret to get the job done. Push back on Hong into his own turret. And now Shadow gets to start running down Knight alongside him, but no Spirit Rush means they can't find those last couple of kills.
There just isn't a post play that top esports can win. Like they're throwing everything they have just to get any sort of ounce of a lead. And they're trying to play out objectives with numbers after that and just can't do it. As, yeah, I think
Shadow
Konami
gets
too.
this. Yep.
Yes,
All
he
right.
does.
Let's get to game 5, boys. Yeah, this one's kind of chalked. It's 8,000 gold lead at 16 minutes. Every BLG win has been overwhelmingly a BLG win. Top Esports feels like they have to really fight and claw for every single advantage so far.
They might get
Still
on.
the Nautilus and still the Talia. The TS are going to lose access on. They're going to go after On, and man, my God, he's just stun locked. Depth charge over. No
kills.
flash,
That's
no
2
barrier on this Caitlyn. Kanavi's going to get on top of him. Cream uses the Weaver's Wall to get close enough, but they don't get the flick back on the seismic shove. It's going to have to be a flash over,
my
but
God.
Elk still survives and thrives as Knight lands another charm. Cream to go down to a Q. Give Knight another reset. See you later, TS. You can't find that engage. They throw Bin into the Death Realm, but he's going to come out with more than enough support that he needs because Shadow is there on the flank. All out to pull Jackie Love, who flashed after Elk, but he can't even find that kill. Nothing going right for Top Esports as they once again have to swallow the harsh pill of throwing a game 4 and going the distance against Bilibili Gaming.
As BLG, I mean, again, like Top Esports, they've had a couple moments where this is a squishy, volatile comp they're going up against. They were actually able to find stuff. I mean, this W from On.
Weaver's Wall. Can Top Esports even walk in with 4 members?
Not against K2Weez. I mean,
Yeah,
K2Weez, sorry, it's so hard. Like, Mordekaiser behind like this, you just aren't useful as a champion. Like, you need to be playing from ahead. I think thematically it's tough. Top gonna try.
What the?
They do actually end up grabbing On. There's Kanavi diving in, but a great repel comes across from On. Elk has to flash away for 369. They get Elk and On out of this one. It's actually Kanavi that picks up the Otacon, and Knight is very low, but he charms Jackie Love on the backside of the fight. 369 finds the kill onto Elk. Now Shadow very low. We're starting to see the wall of diff come through again. There's just not enough damage, not enough juice in the TES smoothie to make anything worth coming away with. The kills start to fall right back towards BLG. Cream desperately kiting himself back, but Ben has more than enough health, more than enough cooldowns, and oh, a flash to top it all out. Another BLG ace. It's hard to knock the results-based analysis for BLG, right, guys? The all-hands diff, if it's working, you can't scrutinize it that much until maybe we start having power. I'm sensing another half-court attempt here from TES to scramble some gold back and try to deny this soul up in 10 seconds. They take a big stance in the river, and what do they find? Jack Squat. They don't land any of the CC. Shout says, I'm going forward into the 3-man keeper's work. That was deceptively disgusting. Lights go out, but they still see 369. He pulls Shadow into the Death Realm, but he doesn't even win in his home arena right now. He's buying time. Jackie Love gets a reset on tonight. They do end up trading out 369. Jackie Love doesn't have the damage to contend with Bin for now, but they've able to trade themselves 1-for-1. Knock Knight out of the picture. Cream tried to split BLG right down the seams.
I mean, Chemsoul is, I think, pretty deceptively strong. A lot of that power comes in the damage reduction when you get low, which is kind of hidden. And yeah, it's going to be even harder for Top Esports team. Already down 11k gold. Actually find kills and wrap those up, so.
I think this is desperate from Top Esports. We should just be attending waves. Maybe we just try to pick up a top wave.
Okay, Ben on the front lines. Just kind of staring down 4 members of TES. Baron's going to be picked up. Whirling Death does not land. They're going to stun onto 369. Can they get him before he pulls the Death Realm? Yes. 369 goes down. Shadow goes forward. BLG looking for the final march forward, and they're using their huge gold lead to show TES who's the big boss on the Rift. 2 absolute slobber knockings from BLG have gotten them to the distance. For the second time in a week, we go 5 games. We bring Silver Scrapes to the Split 3 Grand Finals with the #1 world seed on the line.
It is another 27-minute victory here for BLG in this series. Another dominating display against Top Esports. And Slayer, you said it best. Let's get those Chinese Silver Scrapes up and running for the fans, because we're going to Game 5.
These were some of the best highlights from today's matchup. Which moment was your favorite? Let me know in the comment section below. This is OP, and I'll see you tomorrow. Take care.